you all for coming out and braving the drizzle. It's fucking Angelina knows I know how hard that is. Exactly right. You feel that. I like when she said bring cocaine, some good cocaine, someone in the back. It's like, yeah. I don't know what kind of face I have that people just decide. Someone's always just already on board when I say that. No, people just tell me what they people just tell me what they think of my face. It happens often. The girl at Target told me I look like the guy from No Country for Old Men. She didn't even say hi or anything. She was just like, yeah. And my girl doesn't watch movies, so I had to explain that to her. She's like, oh, she says I look like a serial killer, is what she's saying. And right away she apologized. She said, I'm sorry, he's been in other movies. I'm like, yeah, but you weren't thinking of King Triton, were you? You were thinking of someone who kills people for fun. That's why I feel like I have a very realistic confidence. I don't, I know what the score is, Like the biggest compliments and the biggest insults you can get are both like stuff that people didn't mean to say. Okay, I have a friend who's a comedy 10, so he's like a regular 8, And so I'm like, he brings me, he's like, I want you to meet my friends. He does MMA, and his friends are actual 10s, 6'6", and they got these big, like juiced up fucking, arms, veins and shit. I don't know why, this is why I don't talk very much. Out loud I said, did I just walk into the gangbang? And like, everybody fucks me, or? And then everyone's like, what's happening? I'm like, someone ushers you into a room of like unusually large, good-looking men. You're just like, all right, I feel like something's about to happen. And the dude like reaches out his big manly hand. He's like, I'm Brad, and I'm like, I agree. And he's just huge, and he's got long, beautiful hair, and I'm just like, my girl can't beat this dude, right? But you're just, and I'm whatever, like, is the opposite of I'm like anti-roasting him, and he's making him feel awkward or whatever. And like on his way out, he said the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me. He said, hey, there's nothing wrong with being short. I'm like, how fucking dare you? That's the meanest shit I've ever heard in there's nothing wrong. Hey, there's nothing. I got nothing. He's really, really good looking. I don't even know what to say. You're like when someone gives you like a pretty dude, but also big. Anyway. I got a realistic confidence. Mike, okay. I hear, okay, I hear, every few years you hear, I don't know why it comes on the news, but people feel like they got rubbed in everyone's faces that women are faking orgasms. Right? Not my girl. Not any girl I've ever dated. If anything, they just maybe they let me know later, it was really good. I'm like, when? You need to let me know when are you keeping it to yourself? Why don't you just let me have the win, My girl doesn't, and I'll amend that, she doesn't come when I'm in the room. I'm gone. She's like, and I'll know because the laptop's out of place. I'm like, hey. I'm like, that's cool. She doesn't like to do it around. She gets embarrassed or something like that. And I'll ask, because I get curious, and I'm not shy about asking, which is also why I don't talk too much. I'll ask, why would you? First of all, I feel like you're doing everyone a disservice. The guy thinks he's doing good stuff that he's not doing. He's not doing a good job, and he's gonna go around and do that to everybody he meets, because that thing really worked, it really made it go nuts. and then she's sending a guy out there doing that. It's bad for everybody. And what women tell me most is okay, they just need it to be done. They need to wrap it up well, they just need to wrap it up sometimes. So you put on a little performance, and then it's off to bed. It's over. When my girl needs it to be over, she's like, are you almost done? She's like, she'll be like, I have to work in the morning. I have to work early. And she's like in comedy, you get the light. She's like, this is the light. You need to wrap it up. And she's like, no rush, but take the next exit. All right. Got me all in my head. I think women just kind of like to complain. I don't know, because, okay, you know what? I'll just say, I can only speak from a man's perspective, all right? But when I first got together with my now fiance, the girl I love, she says she wants to have my kids. She said everything that she didn't like about the way other people fuck, and it got me all in my head. And she's like, I hate it when people last only 10 minutes. And I'm like, all right, gotta last more than 10 minutes. Gotta be 10 minutes. Every time we would do it, I'd look up at the clock, exactly 10 minutes. I was in my head about the fucking 10 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, now I'm doing a good job. She's like, I gotta go to work in the morning. I don't know what you're thinking, but you need to. And I'm like, all right, I think you just like to bitch about things. That's all. Anyway. I feel like I just can't win. Anyway. The best I've ever gotten from a woman is, thank you for waiting for me to finish before you finished. And I'm like, well, that was an accident. Like, I'm glad. I want it to happen, but I don't like how it's done. I don't have like a technique like to do it again or anything like that. Every woman I've ever dated has been really honest like that. Every woman I've ever dated has always been the type of woman that by the time they're done giving me a compliment, they've already taken it back. Like the last syllable of it like makes it all null and void, you know? The first time I hooked up with my fiance, she meant this as a compliment. She said, "Wow, I haven't seen a dick like that since." And I'm like, "Well, you don't have to finish that sentence. It's not gonna get better." I don't know. I feel like people have like unrealistic expectations in life, you know? Like, I mean, clearly, like it wasn't bad. Like I got repeat business, like, you know? And so people just need to be happy that someone wants them in the room, you know? Like we're glad to be in the room. We're doing our best. I'm glad you want me to feel good. You're glad to be in the room. I don't know, like I was remembering the other day when I was about 20, like half of my friends got married like at the same time. And you probably feel like that's early to be making a decision like that. And you'd be right, because they all got divorced. Less than a year later, they were all 100% divorce rate. Like, have you ever known the psycho couple? Like, and they're gonna tie the knot, and you're like, and you try to come up with like accurate things to say that are also true, and all you got is like, you're really gonna do it. I can't believe it. I can't believe this for you. But like when they leave the room, you're just like, dude, this ends with neither of them murdering each other. That's a win. That's a win. Zero mortality rate. That's a win. And I think that a lot of people are still out there looking for partners the way like I did when I was 15. It's like, hey, you look good naked, and you were nice to me for more than an hour. Let's spend the rest of our lives together. I don't see how this could go wrong. She was nice to me all the way through coffee. This can't lose, you know? Like, okay, the type of, like, you can't just go after, like, I asked my friend, like, what's your type? And he's like, any girl that's been on, like, that looks like she could be on, like, FHM or Maxim. And I'm like, so just looks. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, and you know you look like that. And he's like, what? Are you saying I'm ugly? I'm like, you ain't pretty. I don't know. It's Friday night and you're wearing sweats. You're not trying hard, you know? I know my type, right? Because you can't go full baddie, because that's, you're heading into like some dangerous territory. You don't even look at each other as people. My type is a trash baby with a heart of gold. I need both of those things to be present in a human. I need her to be great, but also, you know what I mean? Like something wrong there. So, the girl I'm gonna marry, this is like a quick story. So I bartend, right? So I come home 4 or 5 in the morning sometimes. And she works a day job. And so I come home one day, and because she doesn't do drugs or drink much, but when she does, she's in it to win it. And so I get home like Sunday night, Monday morning, and it's 4 a.m. and she's up, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, I wanted to do some K and jack off, but we were out of that, so I did a little cocaine. And I'm like, they're not interchangeable, like just because you can. She's like, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, so we were low on cocaine, so I microdosed some ecstasy. I'm like, you can't microdose ecstasy. She's like, yeah, I know that now. I know that. Hey, thank you guys have been great. It's been a lot of fun.